The Nikki Glaser Podcast. The Nikki Glaser Podcast.
Here I am. Welcome to the show. It's the Nikki Glaser Podcast. Back in studio with Brian Frangie and Andrew Collin. It's Christmas in LA. No one's here.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful to be able to drive around with minimal. There's still more traffic than I thought, than I remember there being the last time I was here for the holidays.
Yeah. My Pilates classes, I'm just gonna pick what time I want to go today when I want to go.
God.
I don't have to think ahead because they're all open and I can go anytime. Like usually I have to schedule that shit like a week in advance
Is that
to
how
get
it
a
is
spot.
in St. Louis?
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
If you
A
want
week
to
in
make
advance?
a little money,
Yeah.
to open a Pilates studio.
Yeah.
I've never gone to a class that isn't 100% full. What about you, Andrew? Aren't they all full?
Everything's full.
Yeah.
All full.
It's all full.
It's all full.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
People want to work out, and I went to a class the other day in Marina Del Rey when I was there for the Thursday night football, and they have shoved these reformers in where they are limiting like the exercises, so like you can't do things where your legs go out to the side because you are next. They are squeezing these in because why wouldn't they? They get like probably
Throw two people on each
$50
one.
a class. You make an extra how many classes a day? 6 classes. You make an extra $350 or
Yeah.
whatever
No, it
that
adds
is.
up.
It adds up.
It's the same reason why they make all the drinks 2 ounces smaller now, because you think, oh,
Get that
people don't
money.
really notice. And
I don't
then,
need to do a hamstring stretch at the end of class where my foot goes out to the I don't need that.
I
Yeah.
think they need smaller reformers. Maybe that's a
Shout out
business.
to my teacher that day in Venice. It was actually Venice, and he said, "You want to make your back straighter than I wanted to be in high school." And I really like that. That was laced with a lot of pain.
Did he know you were
Whoa.
a comic, you think?
No, because I gave him a review because I thought he might, and I thought like, oh, I'll give him a nod, and then he wrote back like a generic thank you, and I was like, okay, he probably doesn't know. But I was giving him good laughs because I felt like maybe that would have meant
was it,
something.
the
I thought he
net?
might recognize me, so I was like, I want to make him feel like he made a comedian laugh because it was funny.
Yeah. No,
And no one else was laughing. I was like, come on.
Is
pick it
he
up.
an actor? I mean, he might be. It's
No,
LA.
he looked like he had mentioned that he has worked in this space for over 10 years. He was
Okay.
a really fit gay man who was
Do you ever
really
find
cute.
yourself in these like Pilates classes and you get an instructor that speaks from the heart? Like, and you're doing this for you, your
Oh
body.
yeah, thank your body.
And I start laughing at them, and then by the time they get done with the sentence, I get emotional. Like I've been fine. Like I'm at that
that's like
moment.
your defensive.
Yeah. At first, I'm
nature
like,
at
what a
first.
fucking loot. And then I'm like, it really is just for me. Like, I do find
Yeah.
myself, the
Yeah,
older I
no.
get, getting more emotional
Yeah.
with, like,
No.
Oh,
these
that's
kind
sweet.
of things.
That
You
is
realize
sweet.
the pain. You have pain that you suffer throughout your life, and you get these things make more sense to you as you get older.
Yeah.
I know lyrics have been getting
Yeah.
a little deeper for me, or like I'm like listening
You're
to
like,
the same.
who let the dogs out?
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, they should have been
It's
chained
like-
up. Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
to look for these dogs.
It's an existential question. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
It's about like, why are we here?
I know,
Yeah.
and you just want to make fun. Like, I just want to fucking. Oh,
that's
what a
behind me.
loser. But
So-
yeah, I
But-
definitely have been feeling it lately.
Yeah, I get it too. I get emotional in classes, especially if I'm going into one and I'm already like depressed and it's already on my agenda and I have nothing else to do. So I'm like, I guess I got to go, and I'm just feeling weakened emotionally. Like doing something physical can sometimes make me tear up because I'm just like,
Yes.
this is so hard and my life is hard and I hate this, and
all
like
that.
I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm kind of like seeing things I don't like, and I can get like emotional in classes, and like it lets you get out some it's working out is so good.
So good.
I've never regretted it in my life.
No, it's amazing.
What the fuck is that? I remember Sarah Talmash having a joke about you've never gone to the gym and regretted it
No.
after you've
Even
never
if you-
left and
even
been
if
like,
you-
what the fuck was that about? Ever, not even once.
Wait.
Can you
what?
think of anything else in your life that you have not at least one time regretted after doing?
cocaine. No,
Yeah.
no. Every
Always
time.
worth
Every
it.
time.
Yeah.
I've
Going to
done
bed
cocaine.
early, I
I've been
guess?
sad.
No, I mean, there's been times where I'm like, I could have, that was good, but I could have gotten some work done instead. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything. Maybe snuggling my dog.
Yeah, no, you don't regret that. You don't regret ever, spending time with loved ones, I feel like.
Yeah.
But no, it's It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
I think this might be Christmas when you're listening to this,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's true.
So I think we should talk about Christmas a little bit, or the
Yeah.
holidays in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
nice.
do. The older you get, we used to do, because I'm Jewish, but I have a Christian stepmom. We do a Jew versus Goy basketball game. And
Okay.
and it was like
Who
intense, and it was
wins?
just like all my redneck step family.
Yeah.
You got Jake the Snake. You
Who
got
wins?
Bobby. Now you would think the rednecks would win. 'Cause
No.
they're
No,
all
you're
like,
very.
no.
You're a good athlete.
yeah, but they're all like 6'2" and taller, and then
Right.
the Jews
Yeah.
are all like, we're scrappy and we
Yeah.
play good defense, and
And
we
you
have
guys
like
own the
plays.
hoops.
And the Jews would always win.
Yeah. Well, that's how it
But
was.
we
know,
weren't as athletic.
the
actually.
NBA had a lot of Jews in it back in the day before
Really?
black people could play.
Name one.
Rasha Glickstein. He was a great point guard. No, but because it really is attributed to class, because basketball is you don't need a lot in order to be able to play basketball.
See
You
the
just
hoop.
need the hoops.
And a ball.
Yeah, and
space.
same thing with soccer, why there's a lot of like Latin American countries and South American countries where they're so good at soccer, because all you need is a net. You don't
Yeah.
even need a net. You could just have two
Polo
poles.
is the richest one because you
Yes.
need a fucking horse.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And land.
Exactly. And so back in the 40s, the Jews were the ones that
Tennis.
were poor, and they were playing basketball all the time, and so a lot of them made it professional. And then it changed. The
And then
Jews.
the height kind of got in the way.
No, well, they were.
But Jews aren't tall.
Wouldn't
Naturally,
running
we're short
be
people.
the cheapest sport?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
why
the Ethiopia
Kenyans-
and Kenya
yeah.
are so good at the marathons.
I think there's other things about that. Like there's like
also have to run to Costco.
passages of like rituals around becoming a man, and you have to run a really long time
Oh,
and
yeah.
suffer like even like just like rituals of like manhood where you have to suffer through intense pain to prove. And we don't really go through that here in America of like
No.
having to just brace and not show a tear when you're feeling like extreme pain. Like Hamish from Hamish and Andy, if you've ever seen where he puts his hands in the bullet ants thing.
I could feel it.
He goes to South America. They do Hamish and Andy gap year, which is I've talked about it before on the podcast, but if you're a listener that didn't look this up back then, the worst and most intense pain in the world is from a bullet ant. And Hamish and Andy, who are these guys from Australia, who are really good friends of me and Chris's, they're hilarious, but they had this show where they would go to different countries and like kind of do a Conan type show before Conan was doing it. And they do all these adventures, and one of them was like doing this manhood ritual in this South American remote Amazonian tribal village. And it was like, oh, this is like the most pain you'll feel. They like had plans the rest of the day. We're gonna do this shoot after and this thing. Like after he recovers from the pain, they have to like do some. You should watch it, but they decide that they're both not gonna do it. Only one's gonna do it, and it's gonna be the one who the tribe leader deems needs to become a man more than the other. So they have to like prove their manliness and then the one who wins being most manly, I think, doesn't have to do it because he's already a man.
Yeah.
So the boyish one has to do it. Hamish has to do it.
Oh no!
And they're like, he's scared, but he's not that scared. So they have these like woven mitts, like oven mitts, right? That have bullet ants woven into it. So the ants' butts are sticking into it, and you stick, and then they just all sting you.
How the hell do they do that?
It's such animal cruelty. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, it makes me upset that this even is a thing. But they stick their hands in the mitts. They get bit or stung like so many times. And the pain is so excruciating. Like, it's not funny at all. He like goes into nearly cardiac arrest. They're like doing all these like kind of tribal dances, and he's like trying to like keep it up. And he's like, he's sweating. It's like, I think it ends up being like 11 hours of the worst pain where it feels like your bones are all breaking. Like, it's the worst pain known to man, and he felt it for 11 hours. He had to be like taken out of the village, emergency style, like to a hospital, put on IV drips, like had to have morphine, didn't help. Like, it's an insane thing to watch. Watch the most Hamish and Andy ants is all you need to type into YouTube, and it's gone viral so many times. You'll see it on Reddit all the time.
Does he feel like he learned a lesson though? Did he feel more manly after it, or does it actually make him feel less?
I think his
tough.
wife had just either gotten pregnant or there was something around it that was like, it made him. I remember talking to him about it actually in February when we were out in Sydney.
Yeah.
And because I bring it up every time I see him, I'm like, can we just talk me through that again? Because there's so many details that were behind the scenes. Because they had the production team like had They were going to go to dinner. They had like a whole night of like events planned. Like, you know, you wrap a production, you're like, oh, it was like, I think one of their last days of shooting on this really long shoot that had gone on for weeks. And it did not go that way at all. But I think it made him like reassess what he does in terms of like performing, because he had a wife and a baby on the way, and he was like being reckless with his health, and he didn't even realize that he was. And I think it made him
like
have
jackass.
It taught him like it actually probably did teach him to be a man in the end.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Whoa,
yeah,
it worked.
Yeah, but it's really so sad because I love Hamish so much, and you just see this guy who is like truly. Chris and I always say he's probably one of the funniest people that's ever lived. I think I put him with David Spade. Just in terms of like fun, like always has a funny line after everything.
Yeah.
He's just constantly funny.
Yeah.
Just a gift to the world. Like I would with Martin Short, David Spade, Hamish, Blake. And I think I said Hamilton before, but Hamish Hamilton directed my special, so I get them confused. But Hamish Blake out of Sydney. But anyway, but you just see it like I can't really even watch it because I love him so much and seeing someone in pain, but it is fascinating.
Yeah.
And I do play it for people because it's just a good YouTube watch.
You ever see those? I don't know. There was like two girls and they ate that ghost chip.
No.
You know, the hottest chip on earth, and they're like, ha ha, we're eating a ghost. You know, you just see, and then you just see it like transpire to where you can't do it. And the more you try to do, when I was in a fraternity, they put crab boil on us. Do you know
What's
what that
that?
is? That's like burns your skin. It's like how they.
What the fuck?
That's what I use to remove spray tans, I think. It literally burns my
Crab
skin.
boil? I
It's
don't
crazy. It hurts so much. But
And you
yeah.
can't put water on it because it just displaces it. So you have
Uh-huh.
to put milk on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like hot ones.
Oh my god!
Where they're drinking milk.
And they'd pour it in your pants.
That is so disgusting.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
would who?
Because I wanted friends, Brian.
Oh my god. There's
That's
easier ways to
friendship.
make friends.
That's
yeah.
friendship. But yeah, no, it's like you can't run away from that pain.
No,
And
it
the more
reminds
you
me of
try
when
to-
I was having my gallbladder attacks. The 11 hours. Like I made it to 11 hours once, and I can't imagine being.
11 hours of pain.
Oh my god, that
getting
was
Spinal
Yeah.
shivers.
Yeah,
thinking
no,
about
that
it.
was the worst pain. I bet you the bullet dance is worse.
I'm not kidding you. Like if anyone, I've said it before, but it just bears repeating. Whenever I'm going through a chronic pain thing of like a headache, and this is just like very minimal compared to what even you're talking about, there is this meditation on the Waking Up app that is free if you just sign up for it now. If you're someone who has had headaches or whatever, and you're gonna get one in the future and you know it, it's a meditation on the Waking Up app called Dealing with Pain. Just type in the word pain on the Waking Up app, and you can get the Waking Up app for free. You just write to info@wakingup.org, I think. Just look it up, but you can get it for free if you can't afford it because Sam Harris is a good person. But there's this pain meditation that is so helpful when you are trying to get to sleep and you're in pain. And like it helps you accept your pain, it helps you like meditate through it in a way. It's like kind of the only time I've meditated in the past couple years is when I have pain, and it's like almost I look forward to having pain so I can put this meditation on because it works and soothes you so much.
I could
Yeah.
have used that in Arkansas.
Oh my God. Let's go to break and then we'll come back and talk about, I cannot believe we didn't discuss it last time you were on the podcast. I like cursed myself that I didn't ask you about it. So we'll hear about Arkansas when we get back after this. Okay, so we're in Arkansas a few weeks ago, about a month ago, doing shows. It's me, Anya, and Andrew.
One show,
on tour.
one night.
Show.
Just one?
One night.
Yeah.
Just
We flew all the way there. One show, one night.
One
Casino.
over the weekend. Like there's no other shows. Usually I have 3 shows in a weekend. This is
Where
just
in
one.
Arkansas? Hot
It was the
Springs?
30th. It was November 30th, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
No. It was maybe October. What? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Where
a
in
date.
Arkansas was it?
Outside
Outside
of
Little
Little
Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot Springs.
It was Hot Springs.
Yes.
National Park.
Not at the park. It was at a
Oakmont?
casino.
Okay.
Oakmont?
Casino near. That's a Hot
Lawn.
Springs, Arkansas.
Oak Lawn.
Oak yard. Get off my oak lawn.
Lawn,
He
Mom.
looks like he says get off my oak lawn to his own oak yard.
Hot
Okay,
Springs National Park, which is
I bet it's
there.
amazing.
It was the trashiest national. It's the number one trashiest national park out of all 63.
No, Arkansas.
Well, it's because it's just it's a strip of like, you know, it used to be like a place where people go to get medical care in like the hot springs and like there's these facilities, and it's just like a strip, like you're in downtown Nashville or something. And it's like, so that's fine. The hot springs are cool because they're like, it's like hot water that comes out of the ground. You can
Oh, that's
drink
cool.
it.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just like filled with the trashiest people. It was filled with like people were like driving by. There were like motorcycle gangs and loud cars just like driving down the street. It truly felt like we were in downtown Nashville or something like that, and dangerous. It felt dangerous.
No,
and it's supposed to be a
Arkansas-
national park.
Listen, I'm from St. Louis. We've got some really trashy areas too, and it's making fun of trashy people is kind of making fun of poor people generally. So I
Yeah.
don't want to be too mean, but don't get offended if you're from Arkansas. There are awesome people in Arkansas. One of my best friends lives in Arkansas, but yeah, it's got some problems.
No, yeah, it was like, and no one had
feel
any
it.
respect for like the history or the nature. It was just people driving by being as loud as possible with their loud motorcycles,
I'm so
blasting black
disgusted
smoke
by
out of their.
loud cars.
Yeah, no.
I'm over it.
It's.
I scream "K" louder than their car at them. I can't handle it. It is so K. So we're in Arkansas. We do a really great show. So
That was
fun.
fun.
Great crowds. Great hospitality at this casino as well. Loved everything about it. Got in. Did our show. Went to dinner afterwards at the restaurant there.
Yeah.
They immediately serve us a complimentary amuse-bouche because they're making it a nice night for us, and so they're giving us like little treats, which is really
that's
nice,
good.
to the talent. And it's like little beef.
Like a steakhouse kind of.
There's a little beef soup. That
Oh,
they,
the little beef soup. Yeah.
I
but
think that's
ate
what-
How
all
little
three.
is this?
yeah, he took all of ours. They're like little amuse-bouche, so it's like little.
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
little ramekin of a
Okay,
beef
yes,
stew.
you just take one swig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Andrew takes all of ours, which is great and fine. I'm glad it didn't go to waste. And then we order, and I see there's Etouffee on the menu, and I just think
Ooh.
that's hilarious in
gumbo,
Arkansas that there's
yeah.
a Etouffee because it just seems like that's seafood, and you wouldn't want seafood in
Yeah,
Arkansas.
well, it's
And-
close to Louisiana.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right. But I also was like, I love when Andrew does his like Bayou character, like
Oh, yeah.
Etouffee. What do you
Get
do?
you some
Like,
Etouffee down there by the gumbo.
oh yeah, down there,
Down there, get that gator.
yeah, get down there.
You
Yeah.
gotta eat it up. You gotta eat
Yeah,
up the whole
and so
gator
I
and
was
then
just
go down
saying
Mardi Gras.
Etouffee, so he would go and do that voice, and then he orders it. And,
Oh, no.
And Anya and I kind of
I don't know what I
have a
was
moment
thinking.
where we're like, all right,
Well, Arkansas has lakes.
Well, I
There is
took one hit
beautiful
of
parts
weed
of Arkansas.
too. I think I'm not good with weed, and so I had one
oh
hit.
no,
Oh,
was
you
that
did a little
it?
weed.
That
I think
encouraged you
I
to
think
do the
that-
Etouffee?
I did the Etouffee after I had that
Oh,
a little bit
no.
a little weed down there in Arkansas. But
Blame
no,
on
it
the
was
weed.
it was yeah, it was.
And
a
then
little,
you also ordered a duck gumbo.
I didn't know it was duck.
Oh,
but
God.
I'm not a big duck guy.
No, no one should be.
So I'm ordering vomit. I'm ordering throw up.
It looks like
essentially.
throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, I ate the etouffee. There
Yeah.
were scallops in it. There was crawfish.
It looked decent.
It looked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
it
it
was
feel good going down?
not great.
Really, truly, in retrospect, you there was a taste.
In retrospect, I think I made a lot of bad choices, but in life. But
My meal, let me just say, was fucking
I
delicious.
was so
like
jealous.
I was
You got like
so,
veggies and
It was so good.
asparagus.
Like this place, please do not judge. Just don't get the etouffee. But like that fucking meal was one of my favorite meals I've had in recent times. So like this place is legit. But maybe just not seafood in Arkansas anywhere, not just like this place. Like,
yeah, I felt like I ordered it, and it's like that lobster bit from SNL where they're like, someone really got.
And by the way, we
etouffee.
don't know it was that. This is all
That is true.
speculation.
That
There's
is hearsay.
this is alleged. We're joking.
'Cause
We
2
are
days-
jesting. There is no slander here.
Because I was at Thanksgiving 2 days before that next to someone who claimed to have food poisoning, but in retrospect, I think they might have had a stomach bug.
Okay, so this is it could.
So could-
it's easy to blame the etouffee because
Very
why
easy.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you blame the
There's a
etouffee in
crawfish with
Arkansas?
eyes looking at you, and you're
saying
like
I'm
eating
sick.
its head.
Yeah.
And
so,
there's a
So I'm so
there's
I
some
eat
duck
that.
gumbo that does look like vomit, but that doesn't mean it's not good. By the way, lots of
true.
foods that are good look like vomit.
Chili,
Chili,
soups, most soups.
a lot of
Minestrone soup.
Indian dishes have
Yeah,
like
oh,
that
yeah.
consistency, and they're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Thai food looks chewed up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. Totally. Okay. Go
And
on.
I love food that's already
Chicken
chewed for
parm.
me.
Yes, we love it.
I love a food where that's like,
Donut.
oh, someone's already been here.
Yeah.
Let me get in after
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been chewed.
Baby bird.
Yeah, a little baby bird me. Baby bird down there.
So
down there.
we have dinner. We have a great time. So many laughs.
So I get back to the hotel room.
We're listening to like there's a song playing when we leave called Disco Boy, Disco Boy.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
really felt like it embodied who Andrew is. And so I added it to my Spotify. It comes up all the time now. And I always think of you, Disco Boy, Disco Boy. He's a disc and he's dancing around. We're taking
and we
pictures
have
at the casino.
we
We're
have
having a good
all our
time.
hotel rooms are right now.
Oh, and we
Nikki
filmed
and
a
I always
TikTok.
joke because we always like they'll give us adjoining rooms or whatever, so we both could hear ourselves watching Pornhub by ourselves. Like whatever. We just don't want to be that close.
Excuse me. Spank bank.
Sorry.
Spank
you
bang.
do Spank Bank?
I can't even tell you where I go now.
Oh,
but
no.
I'll tell you,
What?
Pornhub ain't it.
GoldenGlobes.com.
Wait a
No,
second.
Spank Bang is good, and then I find that Reddit you can find some really good stuff, and then you go like to the
Do you have a special
Red
profile?
GIF.
Oh, they said Reddit.
Well, Reddit will take you. So if you go to a Reddit and it has like a bunch of GIFs or whatever, and it's like you want the whole video.
Yeah.
A lot of times you can go into the comments and it'll have like source, and it'll be like people will be asking for sauce, which is what they. Do you guys know this lingo?
Oh no.
No.
Okay, I'm deep in the
You're
porn world.
deep.
What's gravy?
But like someone will
Porn
say sauce because I guess that's just like a funny way to say source, and then people will link the source and take you to the. That's how I found the website that I really do like that I cannot
God.
share. It's just too specific. People, it's not even
Was
like
it Carbone?
it's not okay what's going on this website. It's not illegal, but
this
it
is why
should
we
be.
can't have adjoining rooms because I
Was
don't
it
want to hear.
FoxNews.com?
Yeah, it's Drudge Report. It's so no, it's anyway.
I
But
feel like sometimes though with Reddit or like if you're on those things, it feels too personal. Where then you're cheating because it's like it
it's
feels
like you're
like
looking for something. Like it's almost like
it's like
you
you're
have a
on
relationship.
Craigslist.
It's like Ashley
almost.
Madison.
It's almost like as specific as an actual person.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yes,
yeah, you
yes.
invented a new person.
When you're
that you-
judging through Reddit for these porn links, is it your own profile? Do you have another profile?
I'll use my own.
You're not afraid of it like ruining
It's
your
not. Oh,
algorithm?
my actual profile, Nikki Glaser, which I never use. I would only go to that one to comment on things as myself. Like I used to comment like on the Conan thing if they would say something about like or Taylor Swift if I want to be Nikki Glaser, and but I would never like scroll as Nikki Glaser. It would only do it, and then I use an anonymous one that has a name but it's anonymous.
Yeah.
And is not linked to me at all. So recently there was a Swiftie thing that I wanted to comment on, and I went on as Nikki Glaser and I commented, and I was like, "What's going on my pro? Like, I don't even what have I done on here? Have I ever done anything weird?" And I look, and it is porn. Someone has taken over my account. It's not my face. It's a porn star, but it's Nikki Glaser Reddit. I have
Like they
nothing to
hacked
do with.
in?
And yeah, they hacked in,
Oh,
and
no.
they like have posted porn and stuff, but it's not me.
Yeah.
It's not even like deep fakes of me. It's like it's
Yeah.
literally a porn site. So obviously that's not me. I don't know how to get it back. I don't know what to do. I don't really care. I can't do anything about it. I just have to create a new Nikki Glaser one. But I will say just for porn, for people looking at porn, a good because I think some people are lost in that world, and I just don't think you need to feel as bad about it. And there are some like shortcuts that I had to learn the hard way, the wet way. Is
Clean up.
Well, this Christmas episode is just.
I do feel
Happy
like
Holidays. from
Pornhub
Nikki
is
Glaser
like
Podcast.
Pornhub is like if you go to fast food and you get a burger, you don't feel bad. But if you get a burger at like a place where you don't usually get a burger, that's why it feels a little dirtier.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to like a gourmet place that makes them just the way I
Oh,
like.
okay.
All right, so you're expecting
I know what you're
a
saying.
burger. Yeah, gotcha.
And sometimes they go, we have this new topping that you didn't even know you wanted blue cheese inside your burger. And you
So
go,
in this gourmet
"All right."
place, is it like a displaying of videos, or are there specific people that are like you can go to their page, you can go?
There's definitely producers that have their stuff on here a lot, but I don't think they like are aware of it. But like that's where I would go to find like this one. There is this one production company that does the most insane stuff, and most of I would say 90% of their stuff is way too extreme for me, and I end up being like
Yeah.
literally disgusted.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's sometimes when that 10% they hit it. the
Well,
nail on
and
the
then
head.
it'll start spiraling. You'll get more and more intense as time goes
All
on.
I want is just let's all keep this content going. Let's just be nicer. All the guys just need to be nicer. Just keep doing what you're doing, making porn, but just don't be mean and don't like actually hurt the women.
Yes.
Because I can't imagine that doesn't actually hurt. There's ways
Yeah.
to do it that don't hurt, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, that's when I go, nope, that looks like it's actually painful.
Yep.
And that's when but some people like that. Some women like that. But that's not for me. Anyway, so
Oh yeah, back to the Etouffee.
so we also are shooting a TikTok where it's like we have to do all these weird dances, and we're in the hallway right before we say goodnight. Oh, because all of our rooms are like close to each other.
We're all on the same floor.
Yeah,
So we're
all
very
next to each
close
other.
to each other. I'm literally adjoining Anya.
Yeah,
So the Etouffee
So you're hearing her Pornhub.
around. Yeah, I'm hearing her Pornhub.
I can't imagine she watches porn. And if
She reads
does,
a book.
yeah,
A
it's
novel.
very delicate and graceful
It's like
and
Annie
tasteful.
Leibovitz or whatever. Leibovitz.
Annie Leibovitz, it's a photographer.
That is-
Oh, the anthology of Rolling
or
Stone
Tori
covers.
Amos is like
Yeah.
putting a guitar in her asshole or something.
Yeah, it's
but like
gentle.
gently.
Yeah.
Yeah. While it weeps.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so so I end up feeling sick around 11, and you guys are so close, but I don't want to annoy you. You're probably awake, but you have a flight at 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah, we had to get out at 5 a.m.
So I start feeling sick. I throw up,
Yeah.
and like, but to the point where it's like,
We
if,
duck gumbos.
dude, I gumboed up, and it was bad. It was like, and then I was at both ends. Just,
Yeah.
I haven't felt sick like this since I was like 11. When you get like those
Yeah.
random,
Sounds like a gallbladder attack.
dude, it was so bad, and all night I threw up in the shower, and so then if I went in the shower, there was throw up in the shower.
Yep.
Oh
It
my
was like,
god.
and I'm on the floor of the bathroom, and I'm literally thinking I'm gonna die, and I'm like, but the last thing I want to do is call
Oh my
anyone
god,
at
I'm
2
so,
a.m.
I really wish you would have called me. I would have never been upset. Like, I was so sad when I heard you went through that alone. Like, luckily, I'm guessing you called Brenna. Brenna's on the phone with you? She would?
Yeah, she was just like put it on silent. so-
Honestly, you have to call me next time. I'm not kidding you. Like, I would not have been mad. Like,
well, I
you-
ain't getting that Etouffee again. I
There's-
don't care if we're even
yeah,
on the coast.
but you don't do that alone again. I felt
Yeah.
so horrible. You had to go through that. But then, so what happened?
So the morning comes around, and that marketing lady gave us the card. We're staying at a casino, and you know when you're sick, you're having like you don't really think clearly. And I was like, well, I'll just get an IV drip. I'm like picturing all these TikToks where guys are just like, oh yeah, I get B vitamins in my arm.
Yeah,
They come to your room.
I got one last week. $500.
Okay,
Did nothing.
Did nothing.
really?
Literally did nothing for me.
Yeah, it's a bunch of
Sean
bullshit.
gets them and
it
it
makes
does
you
stuff for-
hydrated. It'll affect you in a way that you can't
Didn't
really
help.
consciously.
Should I get one for Chris
Perceive.
for the flu?
Yeah, I think so.
If you got one for yourself, you might as well get one for him to keep him in the loop.
Yeah, but I thought I didn't have the flu. I didn't have the flu.
All it
though.
does is it keeps you hydrated, which maybe will help you feel a little bit more energy. And then, the problem is if you get dehydrated and you're like, diarrhea and vomiting,
Yeah.
you could get really, really sick. So it's really
Right.
preventing that from happening
Got
as
it.
opposed to curing you from your flu.
I wonder if Chris would be annoyed having to do that. Okay, it's not
So
anyway.
it's 7 a.m. I text that lady. I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know, I think I have food poisoning or a stomach bug. I'm very sick. Do you guys have EMTs on site? Because it's a casino. Is there any way I could get fluids? And she's like, yes, I could take care of you. And then
What time is this? Like 3?
like 7 a.m.
Oh wow.
or 8 a.m. And I'm like dying. Like, and I have a flight that day, and I'm like, am I going to try to catch the flight? I don't want to stay another night in fucking Arkansas.
No.
So she goes, yeah, someone calls me from the hotel, and I'm like, you guys can cover it. And they're like, yeah, we can cover it. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, no matter what I do, I'm covered. Next thing I know, I think they're just going to come to my room to fucking put the IV in. They go, no, an ambulance has to come, and you have to go.
I like how you say ambulance.
Yeah, I probably.
You said ambulance.
Well, how do you say it?
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
I think we talked about this one. Anyway,
Yeah,
go
this
on.
one's
Sorry.
not good. No, I can.
It was cute. It's
So
endearing.
ambulance. So I Annie Leibovitz. So I end up getting fucking.
How did
They
you just
come.
do that?
They come to my room, and it's fucking the full on EMTs, not
Yeah.
the casino, with a stretcher.
Were they hot?
So hot. No, it
No,
was like
was there
one
like-
girl was like learning.
Oh
Like, you
no!
can
Oh,
tell.
no, you don't
Shadowing?
want that.
Yeah, they're like, this
Oh
doesn't
my
matter. He's the
God.
opener. If he dies, it's fine. It's not Nikki.
Oh my
But
god!
I'm also thinking they might give me somewhat a better treatment because I am here with Nikki, who just sold thousands of seats. Like, maybe they will give me the IV just in my room because.
Yeah, concierge service.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I am somewhat a talent.
Sure.
And they don't think that because then they're like, no, we can't give it to you unless. So I'm like, all right, I'll walk down. They're like, well, you might as well get in the stretcher. So I got in the stretcher, and I'm in.
Is there like shit and throw up all over your room? Like, is it like a
Yes.
bad situation?
Yes.
Like
Oh,
on the
Yeah.
carpet and stuff?
Yeah, it was.
Are they like
You
picking
couldn't
you
keep
up
it in
when
the-
did you let them in? Were you able to even get up and let them in, or did they have to let themselves?
No, I was
in?
able to get up, and I was.
Were you in
I
a
was
robe?
functional.
Like, what were you like? Oh, you were.
I had a condom on and then holding 2 bottles of champagne and trying to cover up for the illness. And no, so I was just like, oh man, please. Like I was like, do I have to get in the stretcher? They're like, you want the full treatment? I was like, I really don't. I was like, I'll walk next to this. They're like, just get in it. And I was like, all right. So I'm in the stretcher.
Oh my god.
And I'm
Do
getting.
they like strap you in?
Yes. And I'm being wheeled past like people that are like partying at a casino. And I'm like, I didn't drink. I just started telling people I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even gamble.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had the Etouffee. That was a gamble, but I'm not an idiot.
You just
Not like you.
anyone sees someone being
not like you
wheeled
people.
out on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, they think, oh, this
Oh.
fucking
This
bachelor
guy,
loser.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I did 7 minutes. Pretty good, actually. No, so then I was like, and now I'm in the stretcher, and then they give me, right when they gave me fluids, they gave it to me in the ambulance. And I started to feel great. And that's the most annoying
Well, because you were
part.
dehydrated.
God, I hate feeling great after you like have made a big deal out of feeling bad. Fuck,
Dude, it's happening.
Dude.
You know how many times I've been to the ER where it's anxiety and not a heart attack?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
So anxiety.
So you
another
start feeling
word.
good.
I start feeling good, and I'm laying there, and all I'm thinking about now is the bill. And I'm like, wait, are they gonna cover it?
Do you have health insurance?
I do, but it's like HM. It's like the
Oh, okay,
one where
yeah.
I think they charge you more.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
You're like it's like they add 10% to your bill.
Yeah. The CEO.
But you're
doesn't-
insured.
Their CEO doesn't even make that much
But
money.
you're insured. We
I am
insure
insured.
you that you
Yeah,
will pay
we
more.
insure that
yeah.
you will pay you more. Your deductible
That
is.
there's like peace of mind in that
Yeah.
to know that
We're
you're
gonna-
gonna pay more.
Yeah, if I shoot someone, they'd get it, I think.
Yeah.
But I probably couldn't afford the bullet. Anyway, so I go and I'm in the emergency room, and then they take my blood. I'm like, I was like, can we check for, HPV or whatever? Like,
Yeah,
you ever
yeah.
are like, maybe I.
Can I double up here?
Yeah. So they come back and they say, like, hours later, I'm there.
What
So
are you
I miss
doing? You're just on your
I'm just
phone?
sitting there. I'm trying to get
Oh yeah, you were
comfortable.
texting me and Anya. Anya and I are like both on each other, like separate planes, going like, "Did you hear? Andrew was in the emergency room." Like I felt so sorry for you, man.
Dude, it was, and so I text the lady that says, because I'm like, oh, you guys will cover it. She calls me and she goes, look, I'm so sorry about your illness and dealing with that, but I don't know who told you that. There's no way we could cover it. What if we do you? We'd have to do everybody. And I was like,
No, because you're
I'm
performed.
talented.
Yeah, you performed. You're part of the show.
sorry.
So what happened?
I don't know.
What
yet.
was
I
the
still haven't
bill?
got the bill, and I
What?
haven't talked
Oh.
to them. So I'm
I
hoping.
thought it was resolved.
No, it's not.
What do we think the bill will be?
It could be anywhere from $500 to $75,000.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like how I
This is the problem.
Yeah.
It could be a colossal amount of money, but if you have
We'll
any
make
health
sure it's
insurance
okay,
at all,
Andrew.
even if it's an HMO, there is an out-of-pocket maximum at some point. Now, for you, it might be $300K.
No, it's like 9,100.
That's your out-of-pocket maximum is $9,100.
I think so.
That's great.
Oh.
There you go.
well,
I don't
don't
wanna pay
worry.
$91.
You're not gonna pay what. Well,
When they asked for my
just
address
keep
at the
me in the loop about it. I thought it was resolved. That sucks, man. I'm so sorry.
No, I mean it's I'll start a GoFundMe.
This-
So then you went back. So did they make you pay for another night at the hotel?
No, they did cover that.
Yeah.
I got back to the hotel, they didn't clean it, which was weird.
Whoa.
And then I
Was there
stayed
a do not
another
disturb
night.
sign?
No, there was a
That's
disturb.
really. Please disturb this room.
Disturb. I
It's
did.
already been
It's been
disturbed
so
so much.
disturbed.
When you were being wheeled out,
I think it's so funny to just have a sign that says "Please,
Please disturb. I'm lonely.
Oh my God, molested.
I need something in my life. So I go and I stay the extra night, and I come home. It was also Brenna's birthday.
oh,
my
no.
God.
Yeah, so I get
Fuck,
home.
dude.
Brenna's in and out in the car, and I'm like, really? That's the food you picked? It's pretty funny. But
This-
anyhow,
Because yeah,
sorry,
you had just been out and things were out and out of you.
dude. It was one of those moments where, I have these moments in my life now where I like. Remember when you used to chase a story? You lived that a little bit, where you chase a story because you
try to have an interesting life.
yeah
Yeah.
because you're living in your own movie or
Yeah,
book.
yeah, sure.
But I find myself having these moments in my life where, like, almost like Costanza, where, like, I can't escape, like,
The story. The
the
story is
story.
chasing you.
Like, the other day with the washer dryer, it caught on fire. That's
Well, let's go to break and hear about this when we get back. Okay, we're back. What happened? Your washer and dryer?
my washer and dryer is like a real piece of shit. It's a
Yeah, it's
2
one
for
in
one.
one. Yeah, 2 for 1.
2 for 1, and it was smoking.
Oh my
And
God.
like a ton of smoke. And Brenna's like, call 911. And I had
Oh,
a Yeti in
no.
my hand, and I threw water on it, and she's like, "It's an electrical
Oh
fire."
God.
Wait, is that not good to do?
No, because it'll
See? That's why
the
we're-
current will go through the water, and you could get electrocuted.
Really?
Theoretically, but
Fuck. I know you're not supposed to throw it on a grease fire, water,
Oh.
like on a pan.
you need
'cause
to
that'll-
smother. You need to smother. That's
Okay.
why.
So
like,
what should I have done?
fire extinguisher?
But who has that?
If you have a fire.
Dude,
Do you have one?
no.
Wait, are you in an apartment? Are you in an apartment complex or a house?
No, I think I do, but I don't know where it is, and so I can't
If
honestly
you're in an
say.
apartment complex, it'll be in the hallway, next somewhere in your hallway.
Okay.
You should know where that is.
We should.
I
I
don't.
should know where that is. That's
I'm
so
in a
much-
studio apartment in between a house.
But yeah, you should get one.
Yeah.
You should Amazon one.
Well, you can get a fire
cheap.
blanket. You know, if there's a
Oh.
grease fire on your stove, you can put a fire blanket over it. But you have to buy a special thing. You need to smother it. That's why the fire extinguisher shoots out a foam that just get.
Dude, I took
What'd
my
you do?
fire alarm off my wall because it was making a noise.
So you put that's insane.
I've ripped it out.
That's the
doesn't-
battery's
that's
low.
not-
You got to replace the
you
battery.
can't do that.
my
that's illegal.
house is so small. I'll know there's a fire.
Yeah, that's a good point. So wait,
What
are you
room
guys
is
just
it
like
in?
sitting watching TV and start smoking?
Yeah, so it starts smoking, and then Brenda's like, "Call 911." I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna have to call the firefighter, and they come over for this little washer dryer."
Yeah. Oh my god.
little
I don't
studio.
think the casino's gonna cover that.
No, I called the casino first.
It's Étouffée's fault. That's why I shit my pants, and that's why I had to even use the washer dryer.
So they fucking. Here's the thing: in LA, firefighters will come because they don't want the rich houses to get burnt down.
Yeah.
But if you get shot and call the cops, they won't
Yeah.
come. So tell cops you're on fire. I
Okay.
think that's the way
Yeah,
to do it.
that's how you get help with you're being raped. is through
3 fire trucks show up.
No.
3. And then you think that's bad. 2 more showed up. There
Oh
were
my
5
God. Well, that's
fire
all too
trucks.
much.
5 fire trucks.
That is the biggest truck.
And
That's
so what?
so much
How
truck.
did your
So did
and
they-
an ambulance truck.
So how big was the fire?
There was just smoke. There was no. I never saw a flame.
Okay, well, smoke is
Were
something.
they annoyed or were they kind of like happy to be there? They didn't seem to care.
They didn't seem to care, but I cared.
Yeah.
So, the funniest
does
part.
that cost you money? I don't even know.
No, that's the
No,
craziest part about this
firefighters
stuff.
are amazing, and firefighters. There are certain firefighters who they need to hit a quota. So going to their maybe why 5 fire trucks showed up because you all get to clock in.
What a
You say,
waste of
Oh my
money.
God. So 5 fire trucks show up, and then the funniest part is right before the fire, Brenna ordered something from Target. So this guy, this Amazon truck shows up with the Target bag, and he
God.
goes, "What's going on here?" I go, "Oh, my house is on fire." And he's like, "Your house?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it." And so we like,
How long were they there for?
dude. So they go in there in my little. I live in a 200 square foot. There's 6 firefighters with their big boots, just trucking through my fucking little ass apartment.
Yeah.
Looking at the smallest
Their
little
big, annoying
bitch ass
boots.
washer dryer, and I'm
that
trying
happens
to
all-
like man up. You know, I'm
Oh,
like,
Andrew.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you, boy.
You're like
Like you want them to go like, you be on our team?
yeah.
You want to hop on the truck?
I was like, I know.
We could use someone.
I threw a
with you.
Yeti on it. I threw a couple Yetis. Oh well, and then my old lady, you heard her on 911.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And they were like, "Yes, you did the right thing." I was like, "Thank you." Like
Oh,
it was
no,
like
that's-
backdraft for
oh
like
my God.
Queer Eye.
This happens all the time.
It was so bad, dude. When I try to be manly, oh my God, my whole life.
You shouldn't
So-
feel bad because this happens all the time. My dad's a firefighter.
What?
Volunteer firefighter.
In Port St. Lucie?
No, in Wantagh on Long Island, and there I think probably 6 out of every 7 calls is a false alarm, where you show
Okay.
up, the alarm's been going off, and it's like, oh, it's just nothing.
Yeah.
So they're used to this.
You err on the side of you did the right thing, Brenna. Because if Brenna wouldn't have been telling you to do that, what do you think you would have done?
I would have lived in smoke for about 6 months.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, yeah.
And you have a new washer dryer now?
Well, that's the whole other thing.
Oh God, just
I mean, the landlords, they were like, well, let's check on it. And I go, we've already gone through this. Like, we've had problems with
Yeah.
this thing. Give us a new one or put a dishwasher in there.
Yeah.
No one's using this little ass washer dryer anyways. So they brought a guy out and he's like, he checks it. I don't even know. He
He
hits
knocked
it,
on it.
knocked
Yeah.
on it. Anyone in there?
He tried to listen.
God,
Yeah, he's
I
like
love-
list like an ocean shell, and he's like, "Yeah, no, you need a new one. We don't have the parts for this."
Yeah.
So now you're just hanging stuff to dry, or can you use the washer part?
Here's the thing: we've been going to the laundromat
Anyway,
anyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Is it like a cute, fun, romantic excursion? Do you guys like flirt and do you put her in the basket and twirl her around?
Yeah, I put her in the dryer and then just burn her. It's kind of fun. No, it is kind of fun. I mean, it's fun, and then it's fun when you're rich.
Yeah.
It's not fun when it's
when you're
poverty.
parsing out
Yeah, it's
quarters.
not cool. It's like, I remember my brothers used to be like, just get a bottle of wine and go to the park.
For a date?
Yeah.
When you would need a date idea?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Isn't that the worst when rich people are like, no, it'd be.
Yeah. I mean, final thought?
Final thought. But we have news that broke.
What?
So your Wall Street Journal post just broke.
Oh, that's, yeah. Breaking.
Headline, nobody had a better year than Nikki Glaser.
Hey, pound
Oh,
it.
that's so nice.
Yeah.
Wait, a new one sends the.
Yeah.
Since you're a comedian of the year? Or
Yeah. Well, no, I saw this morning. As soon as I woke up, I saw my feed. Do you ever, maybe you don't relate to this. This isn't probably a very relatable thing. Sorry to
Well, when you're
announce that. Do you ever see a picture of yourself on Instagram? Come up.
Whoa.
Keep going. No,
And you
keep
go,
going.
and
Yeah.
you
It's like going to a laundromat.
You can maybe relate to it.
Is it like
You
going
just
to a
get a bottle of
laundromat?
champagne and a penthouse suite. Do you ever? No. Are you ever flying private and like you feel no? Do you ever see this could happen to you, like because you do shows around LA, people take pictures and then you see. Have you ever seen a picture of yourself on your feed? You didn't know it was you because it's someone else posted it, and you like think it's someone else. It's kind of the same vibe as like when you catch your own reflection in a window or a mirror, and you don't know. It's that split second of you think it's someone else, and you're like, oh, I like that that's a cute whatever, and then you see it's you, and you're like, ugh.
Oh,
like,
all
you
the
hate
time.
her?
Yeah, any side. My wedding photo, anything from the side, I wanted to kill myself.
Oh, really? Why
Or
side?
unalive, huh?
Why side pro?
It's just a lot of
Good for the
Jowl?
TikTok clips.
like my shit is just falling.
Oh, man.
Dude,
Gravity.
I mean,
I think that was John Mayer.
there's procedures for that. That's what we're
Really?
getting my mom. You can just it's easy too. Like
All right.
a neck thing.
Yeah.
But also it is expensive, but it's not crazy.
No.
It's with it. It's
You know what's cool and rare? If you drive by a
great
reflective
first date idea. What?
to do the neck jowls.
Just get a bottle of
Couples
wine,
neck jowl
go to a
surgery.
park, and get your jowl. Jowl?
You drive past a reflective building
Yes.
and then you see your car. You
Yeah.
rarely get to see you in your
Yes.
car.
That's why when I was shopping for cars, I'm like, I don't care what it looks like on the outside. I never experienced that. It's only
Oh.
about my experience inside. I
Yeah.
don't care what it looks like on the outside. I want the interior to be cool as fuck.
I had that moment when I was dog walking, and I would see another dog walker, and then I would reflect that I'm that person.
Yeah.
That's always tough.
Oh,
I don't know
that's-
if that would. Yeah.
No, I could see that.
Anyhow.
You do
Anyway, I
not.
saw this Wall Street Journal picture today, and I was like, oh, look at that older lady. Like, it wasn't like, there was no like, wow, she's amazing, but I was just like, look at this, who's this woman? I'm starting to have that where I'm like, oh, I am an older woman. And I don't hate it, like, but I am not a girl. I even asked Emily the other day, I'm like, how often do you get mammed? And she's like, never. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna start soon for you. But like, no one ever says thank you, ma'am, or it's over there, ma'am, to her. And I get mammed only.
Yeah.
I only
Yeah.
get mammed, and I do clock it every time I hear it. I'm getting obviously I'm used to it now because it
Sucks.
is the only thing that happens to me now. And I remember when it first started. I remember the first time a person told their daughter to stop playing with that lady's bag
Oh
when I was
my
in line and I was that
God.
lady. That
No,
was
that
a
sucks.
sad moment, but
Yeah.
yeah, I saw that picture this
Yeah.
morning. It was the first thing that came up on my feed, and I was like, oh, ma'am. Yeah, like it was like there was a ma'am moment, and I was like, oh, that's fine. And then I quickly scooted away
Yeah.
from it because I don't need to dig into that. But
I hate
yeah.
when I get
I
mammed.
do think it helps
Sird?
your
I get
stand up
mammed.
or how you're perceived, because you're perceived as an adult now. Then your thoughts are now somehow
more valid.
Yeah, more
Oh,
valid.
Yeah.
totally.
Like when you
That
have a
is
wife.
the thing that I feel
Yeah.
about for I feel for younger people is that's the only bad thing about being young. I mean, there's many things, but like people, there is a vibe that people don't respect you.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
They don't know anything. I mean, and it's like rarely do they have the wisdom to take the knowledge that they might have and apply it correctly to the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
If anyone's younger than me, I realize like I I'm always more comfortable around people who are younger than me.
Sure.
Always.
That's why nobody listens to Greta Thunberg. It's because, like, you know, maybe what she's saying makes sense, but it's like you're not old enough to be able to tell the world what to do.
Right.
We don't, but like, there's a part of what you're saying that just feels naive. Like, you don't understand how the world works. It feels like what you're saying is this fantastical world where everyone's holding hands and peaceful together. And it's like, we just don't. But if she was like 70 and she was like Bernie Sanders type and she was just like, this is the way she'd have more traction, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. But that's the one nice thing about, I think, aging is that people do take you more seriously.
Yeah.
And
in theory.
And as a comedian.
Until you get too old, once you turn 75.
And then they treat you like a baby.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh, so cute, because you do become a baby again.
You go,
You
no,
talk
the world's
slower.
getting hotter.
Yes.
It's like,
yeah.
sure it is. And he's mad.
There's this fine window, though, where you are taken more seriously. But, like, you have to, like, dress it. Like, sometimes I forget that I have to dress like a woman and not a girl. Even though it's so uncomfortable to dress like a woman. Like, anytime I, like, want to, like, I don't want to wear nice clothes. I feel like I can't stain them. I feel like I feel bad wrinkling them. Like, but there is something about, like, if you put on a really nice outfit, you don't have to do your hair as nice. You don't have to do your makeup as nice. Like, there are women that are worshipped who don't do any hair or makeup, and they wear just designer stuff, and everyone thinks they're like a style beauty icon. And I'm like, oh, maybe that can free me from doing more hair and makeup, as if I just wear clothes worth thousands and thousands of dollars all the time.
Sure.
But
Because
I
then
feel
people
like,
will just attribute niceness to the way you look, but you won't. Because I'm trying to think of examples, but there are people who look like grubby in the way they keep themselves manicured, but their clothing is Gucci, and so you go, they're important and they know what they're doing and they've got everything under control.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
couldn't even begin to come up with a reference.
I think I want to start doing that. Like, I need someone else to go buy stuff for me, because I cannot look at price tags of things, and I need the price tags to be taken off before they end up in my closet, because if there is a $500 skirt in my closet that someone has bought with my money styling me, I am so horrified by it. I will leave the price tag on forever, because I also think that if I ever resell it, I know that things with price tags on it resell better, even if they're clearly used. Like, just even in my mind, if I find something with a tag on it at Goodwill, I'm like, even if it has a stain on it and it smells like deodorant or whatever, I'm still like, it's new,
it's brand
psychologically.
new.
So I
Yeah.
keep the tag on, and then I also don't want to wear it as much, because I'm like thinking about the fact that I'm going to resell it. So then I don't even wear it. Like, I cannot get past this block of I cannot wear things that are over $300, like, in my daily life.
Yeah.
Those are only for appearances. Those are only for, like, red carpet events. They are only for things when other people are dressing me. I can't go to the Improv wearing something that's $300 or something nice ever. I gotta get past it.
Do you think psychologically, though, when you do have these moments, when you do put on an outfit, when you do hair and make, that you feel more confident and more excited because you don't do it all the time? Like, do you think that
No, I feel like a fraud. I always feel like I'm
Got
playing
you.
dress up.
Yeah.
I like when people will go, Nikki, you look, I was on this press tour. You look amazing. Where's that from? I always just go, I don't have anything to do with this. I literally go, my stylist pick it out, but like, I don't. People are like, what are you wearing for the Golden Globes? I'm like, I'm not worried about that at all. Is that
Yeah.
bad? Like,
No,
every girl is like, show me your dresses. It's not that I don't care, but I don't. In the scheme of things, I don't care. And
that's why you're good
And
at
I don't
what
want
you
to
do.
offend the people that do care about those things around me
Yeah.
that are doing it, because my stylist, it's very important to them that I feel good in what I wear. But when I'm on Kimmel, like, it is so at the bottom of the list of things that I care about what I'm wearing. As
Yeah.
opposed to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm very focused on looks, but it's not that I don't care. I've hired them because I do care. I trust them so explicitly. Like, I don't have to, this is the most care I can put into this, because I don't have to think about it then. And so that is like leaving something to someone
yeah.
else. But then sometimes I feel like people in my life that are paying attention to those things want, like, to make sure, like, I'm weighing in that I like it. And I'm like, I don't even want to have to talk about this. Like, you just do it, and then I hop into it, and then I don't take any credit for it, and I give you all the credit. But I don't know what it is. My goal, I know this is such a dumb goal for 2025, is to get really nice clothes, have no shit clothes anymore that I can slip into. Like, this is a shit clothes, this is shit clothes. Like, no more shit clothes, but comfortable high-end clothes. And I don't know what those are, but I know that I can afford them. It's not crazy to put them in my life. And I don't know what the block is. It almost feels like, I don't know what it is.
I feel like once you do it, you just need to.
It's such a dumb thing to be like, I can't, you guys. But it literally is a weird block for me.
I feel like with anything, you do it. If you just get fucking 5 fucking pieces and you do it for 3 weeks, you'll completely forget that you're wearing even designer. It's just one of those blocks. You just have to.
I just can't. I got to get rid of my options of shitty clothes.
Yeah. Remember when you hired those people to like
buy me some new
organize
clothes?
your shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Or you had Brenna buy you that stuff in Florida.
Yeah,
she
and
would
then
love to do something like that.
Yeah, honestly, I should
did this
hire
thing
her
in
to
New
get-
York like 15 years ago called Trunk Club.
Oh yeah.
Where you go and like it's like you get to get styled and they send you a bunch of clothes in the mail. And there was one jacket I got out of that I was like, oh, I'll wear this really, but everything else I felt like a fraud. Like
I'm
like
uncomfortable in it.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I feel like I have to like sit straighter and like
Yeah.
I just can't like in it. And then I everything's dry clean only too.
Yeah.
Like every nice thing you own is dry clean only. And even if it's not, you don't want to dry it in the dryer because it might catch on fire and something. And then it's $1,000 sweatshirt or whatever the fuck these things cost. It's like it's so insane. And it's not okay that they cost so much. Clothing shouldn't. I know that there is clothing that's $500 and it makes you look so much nicer. That's too much money. I don't care how much money you do have. I'm going the other way. I'm not doing this.
I don't think you should.
I don't think I should. I can't do it. I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's a good thing that this is your thought process. You'd be insufferable if you were like, if I'm wearing designer, I don't fucking want it. Like, thank God you're like that when you have these thoughts, and that's why you're a good comedian. Like, this is all, like, you know what I mean?
It's
like,
just,
if you were like, like you're getting your confidence by a brand.
But Emily is
Like,
like,
you don't
want
wanna
to
be that
have
person.
like I do agree that like the way you carry yourself and the way you dress, like if you wear nice things that you spend a lot of money on are finely tailored. They look better. They're
even more
make you
comfortable
feel-
sometimes.
Yes. I just haven't been able to find like actual comfortable things that are like really finely made. So everything always pills. It looks shitty. Like clothing is just so shitty now. I sent it to the girls chat, this like 15-minute deep dive into why even designer clothes are like, you literally can't find good clothes. Even high-end clothes are all made in China. Even if they say made in Italy, they're made in China. And so my friend Hala, who works in has a friend who works in fashion design, said that do not ever wear anything new because it's been on like a floor in China with like puke and vomit. They don't clean it. Like they just like get the stains off, but they don't clean. Everything's disgusting. All the fabrics are disgusting. They're made in these factories that like is just piss and shit everywhere. That's what she said. And I don't believe it because I'm like, that would linger. I like new things. I'm still not washing things. I'm not heeding
Why are
this
they
advice.
pissing and shitting on the factory floor?
Because the conditions are bad.
They had Etouffee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone's eating Etouffee over there in China.
It all comes back around. Yeah. So I had that headline. It says no one had a better year than Nikki Glaser. I think I can think of someone. I had some dark times.
Trump.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I mean, here it's pretty cool. They have like a video and not a picture.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that was So, oh my God.
Oh, that's great.
That's so funny. Yeah, that they were taking video like while I was shooting the photo shoot, and I didn't realize it would look like this. That's kind of me rolling around on the ground.
Dude, that's great.
Yeah, it looks like we were trying to do like the Fiona Apple criminal video. So that was the
yeah,
inspo.
the lighting does seem
I
like
just
that.
weigh 60 pounds more than she did in that video, so it doesn't track
It's a
as much.
2-minute article to listen to, and you need a subscription. But
That's crazy.
yeah,
How slow are they? When it says like it's 2 minutes to listen to, I'm always like, I could read this in 15 seconds.
I thought
it's
this
the
would
way
be
that when
longer.
people say how long it takes to walk somewhere on Google.
Oh, it's
Oh,
never
I'm always
right.
getting there 40% earlier than the
Yeah.
walking directions.
Yeah, who's doing this? The laziest person on earth. It's
Yeah.
like 59 minutes to go 0.8 miles.
Yes, on crutch. They should have. It should be crutches.
Yeah, it should be crutches.
That is the thing
yeah,
on
with
there.
2 fucking subs in your hand.
Yeah.
Before
all right.
we go, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Ooh.
Probably Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, like
Oh, yeah.
Frank Sinatra
Sure,
classic.
yes.
It's like
Gotta go classic.
Really
I'm glad
sweet.
you said that. I'm
yeah.
glad you didn't say like. I mean, I love like Sia, but I'm glad you didn't say like Candy Cane Lane or something.
I don't even know what that is. And I would
Candy
have to
cane
say
lane.
that I love simply having a wonderful Christmas time. I know it's like the worst Paul McCartney song ever,
Oh
but
God, the Paul McCartney.
I like it.
That one ruins my life.
You want to know my least favorite one though?
Sure.
Oh
Oh God, yes, I hate that one too.
That's
the
Merry
worst.
Christmas.
That's
I
the
know
worst.
that it's supposed to be
Stop.
off key, but I don't like it. It's not interesting to me. I don't care about the story behind it. Honestly, it brings back horrible traumatic memories. I don't know I hate that song.
Yeah.
And it's been argued to me by musicians who I respect, aka Anya, that it is a great song. I hate it.
No,
and that
sucks.
final answer.
It's not the right mood.
What's your favorite? What's your least favorite?
It's called the Christmas song, which is Chestnuts on a Open Fire.
What version?
Nat King Cole.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
I also really love the entire Vince Guaraldi Peanuts Christmas jazz album that has like a Christmas tree. And
Oh yeah, that's good.
he's incredible. Least favorite? That one's definitely up there. Unfortunately.
I like the Kelly Clarkson song, the new one.
Oh, there's a new one?
No, like the one that's like her big Christmas song. It's not new, but it's like within the past 10 years.
Oh, do you remember
what
how
is it? It's
goes?
oh God, let me look it up. Keep talking.
Least favorite is that song that you just said, but I also don't like that Paul McCartney song. I hate that noise. I don't know what that noise is. I think it's blink at the beginning of it. I don't know what the fucking noise is, but I hate it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are probably my least two favorites.
Dun, 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 dun.
Doesn't Mariah Carey have a?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
She has.
Born on Christmas Day. That's the one that I like. Underneath the Tree. I won't play too
There's
much.
so many Christmas songs.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good.
That's
Not
a
bad.
fun. That's a great
Yeah.
new-ish. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
from 2006, but it's so good. Okay. Hey, Fave hates.
I like Silent Night. Is that a Christian?
Whoa,
is that a
really?
Christmas song?
Yeah, that's
That's
beautiful.
a deep cut. That's
All right.
Yeah, I like it
Rare.
by Neil Armstrong. I don't know.
Neil
You guys
Armstrong,
are-
the
I don't know.
astronaut?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
astronaut.
he sang it up there.
Yeah, not
up
many
there.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
studio
You're
version.
Yeah.
you're questioning whether it was real.
Whether or not he sang Silent Night on the moon.
Look, I know there's 70 other stations that played it, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, I'm a loud earther or a silent night. Wait, I'm a loud nighter.
I think
it
Earth-
wasn't a silent night.
I think
at
Earth
all.
is a bigger circle than what they say.
All right, we have to go. Noah's giving us a wrap up.
My
Merry
least
Christmas,
favorite
everyone.
is,
Happy holidays. Thank you for listening. We'll be back in the new year with new shows. Yeah, we'll see you then. Don't be good. Jingle bells. Bye.
Jackpot.
Jackpot.